Hello and welcome to Tome of Uselessness. I'm Devon.
I'm Dan.
And this is a special edition pew, pew, pew,
Nice.
episode about Star Wars, the last of the rising Skywalkers.
I believe it's Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, I forgot.
Because I was trying to think, did we ever do a Force Awakens one? I don't know if we were doing the show at that time.
I think we were. No, we weren't. Maybe. I know we did a Last Jedi one.
That's what I was saying. I know we did a Last Jedi one, but...
Because we were sad and angry.
well, we had some positive stuff to say about it as
Yeah.
well. Which I assume is going to be this, because I already did my kind of blurb about it in a previous solo recording, but Devon had some thoughts,
What is the name of that episode, in case people want to go listen to your thoughts?
It was Winter Watching 2019, because I talked about some TV shows and Rise of Skywalker.
And I'm sure you'll pipe in occasionally.
Yeah.
Okay, so first of all, it wasn't worse than Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I left the movie theater wondering if I still liked movies.
Especially movies from a Hollywood system.
Oh man, okay, so I guess I should start at the beginning. So, going into the movie, I hadn't heard much about it, except you said that you did not like the opening crawl.
Yeah, very much.
So as soon as the first line was, "The dead can talk!" exclamation mark, I was like, oh, fuck it, I'm gonna hate this.
Yeah, that was the part that made me, I was like, oh, come on.
I really, like, when you think about this and Alita Battle Angel, I really wonder if I just don't like writing on the screen at the start of a movie.
Yeah, well, and like many people have pointed out on the internet, like that opening crawl is supposed to kind of give you information about a world that you might not understand.
Yeah.
But in these recent Star Wars movies, they're not doing that.
No.
They're just kind of like bad exposition.
Yeah. Also, just the dead can talk exclamation mark is so stupid.
Yeah.
Why? Why? So then the first about half hour of the movie, I was just like, why am I here? What's going on? This is so bad. I don't understand anything that's happening because it happens and then something else happens immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
There's no time to digest anything. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to care about anything.
Yeah.
And it felt like J.J. Abrams, right?
Yes.
Felt like J.J. Abrams had an idea for what was going to happen from the first movie to the second movie to the third movie. And when Rian Johnson did the second movie, it wasn't what he had in mind, but he didn't correct course at all. JJ just kept going with whatever his story was going to be.
Yeah, he definitely ignores 99% of that other movie.
Yeah. Or he writes off characters in like one line.
Yeah.
Which, okay.
Well, and this was something I pointed out as well in my kind of blurb about it, was that it's like, if you're going to do this, it's like... and you want to have different directors and writers do it, that's fine. But then you have your outline of just like, here's your 5 elements that have to be in the movie. This is these main characters' arcs. But you write it how you want.
Totally.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay, so all that, great.
Yeah.
I guess...
Well, and even just from the beginning, because like, they meet that informant. They download this huge... data thing, which doesn't make any sense. It's fine.
The informant is written off immediately.
Yeah, and then the TIE fighters just like attack. And it's just like you said, there's no time to just like, oh, okay, so they're meeting somebody, kind of cool. Oh no, and then it's just like space battle, and then they're like jumping, and it's just like, that's not how that works.
Yeah.
Han Solo explains it on the Millennium Falcon itself that they can't just do that.
And you know what? I don't really care.
Okay, yeah.
About any of that.
That's fine, yeah.
And then like, they get back to planet Princess Leia.
Unknown planet.
Unknown planet. Rey's doing Jedi training.
Sure.
And for some reason, Poe's very mad about it.
Yeah.
And then they kind of set it up like it's this love triangle. Mm-hmm. But it's like, none of them are actually in the love triangle. They're all in like different love triangles or something. Like, it's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
And okay. There's spoilers.
Yeah, it's
right.
spoilers,
Okay, so getting away from everything in the main plot, like, this is one thing that really bothered me about the movie, because I've talked about it before with setup and payoff.
Sure.
If you are setting up that a character wants to tell something to another character 50,000 fucking times and he never does.
Yeah.
What? Why? Why is that in there?
Yeah.
Oh, I have something to tell you, Ray. Oh, I want to tell you something, Ray. Oh, Finn, what are you going to tell to Ray? Oh, that's not for you to know. I'm going to tell Ray. When?
Yeah,
when are you telling Ray? I don't care if you're in love with her, but it really annoyed me that they set it up so many, like they talk about it like 6 times.
Well, and it's funny because like you were just saying with the non-love triangle that it's like he doesn't have to be in love with her. They can just be good friends.
They can be good friends.
And it's the same with Pin and Foe. They can just be good, or Pin and Foe. Finn and Poe. They can just be good friends, or they could be gay. We don't know. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, was that what that was supposed to be? Like Poe was in love with Finn? Is that what they were implying? Because I didn't get that,
No, of
and
course,
I usually pick up on that.
None of that's implied, right? Like we spoke about with the passive progressivism.
Yeah. But like, was Poe in love with Ray?
Unknown. Apparently they're not friends, but they're friends.
But they're like frenemies? Like he's mad at her for not doing enough, but she's training to be a Jedi, which is complicated, I assume, and something that she should be doing because apparently...
It's going to help the resistance.
It's going to help the resistance, and now the Emperor is rising.
Yeah.
But we didn't really know that till like 10 seconds ago, so why was she training to be a Jedi? Why wasn't she out with them? And it's like, I don't know what's going on in this movie.
Yeah, and then even when they finally go on to the main plot adventure... that kind of antagonism is tossed out, and then all their chemistry is great. Yeah. When they're all together and like going on an adventure, they all work together and they're having a good time. And I was like, wow, this is great.
We didn't need that love triangle that none of them were involved and invested in.
Yeah, nice.
It was like a love triangle that like was only in one of their heads, and I don't know which one.
Right.
It was either Finn or Poe. Ray obviously has her own thing going on.
Sure. Well, and here is my main issue with the plot as well, is like they get that information, and it's like there's a big fleet of Star Destroyers, which is whatever, dumb, but fine, we're doing that. But then for some reason they're going to attack in 16 hours.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, you missed that? Yeah, no, they're like, okay, we got all this info, and it's like, it's going to be in 16 hours, and I'm like,
why?
How or why? Like,
okay, so the Emperor is back.
Yeah.
Like Palpatine.
Yeah.
Were those zombie Sith? Where were those Sith from?
It's all unexplained.
There was like an arena of Siths.
At the end, yeah.
Just chilling out? Were they dead? Did he raise them?
Well, and that's just...
Is that a thing Sith can do?
It's either posited that it's like those are the Sith ghosts of previous Sith, or are they real workers? We don't know. Because you see some of them working at like consoles and doing stuff, and I'm like, okay, you know. But then at the end, when spoilers, they all die. Yeah, they're just gone. They all disappear. They're no one's in the arena suddenly, and it's
like shoehorned in at the end is like all the Sith are in me. So were those just like a projection from his mind? Like what was going on? Who were those people?
It's entirely unexplained. And how are they surviving on Lightning World?
Yeah! And why does Lightning World exist?
Yeah. Well, and here's one of my funny things. So Lightning World, Kylo needs the MacGuffin navigation beacon to, like, go through the space
to get to Lightning World.
To get to Lightning World.
Which is happening in, like, the first 30 seconds of the movie, and I have no idea what's going on, or why it's important, or why it's hard, or why he's going there.
Well, and what made me laugh was that he comes out of there, and it's just normal space.
Yeah.
It wasn't like in the Solo, the Kessel, at least it's like still in the gas cloud situation. So it's you need the thing to navigate. This, it's like he comes out and he's in normal space, and I was like, you know, you could just approach that from anywhere then, right? Like,
yeah.
That was very poorly written in that situation.
However, that place looked really cool.
Sure.
When he's walking in those big statues and he's all like...
And it's all Lightning World,
and like we're all having epileptic seizures from it. Yeah, that looked very cool. And when the Palpatine's talking and it's like a different face, like his face is facing a different way every time, so it looks all spooky. Yeah. That was neat.
Yeah, the visuals are well executed.
Don't know what was happening, but it looked really cool.
Yeah, what or why, we don't know.
It's like an art film.
Yeah.
Looks neat, don't know why.
Yeah.
Okay, so twist. Rey's Palpatine's granddaughter.
Yeah.
For
Which is
some
hilarious.
reason. When did Palpatine have sex and produce an offspring?
Well,
is that in like the EU?
In the EU? No. So basically, you know, back in the prequel when he was talking about Darth Plagueis and how he could use the Force to make life. In the book...
no, I don't remember that.
Well, in the book, that his master does do that, and that's how Anakin was created, essentially. Is that he just cast out into the Force to use the midichlorians to create life. Boom. So it's like, okay, fine, maybe he did the same thing to create an offspring of himself. Use some sort of Sith magic. I'm okay with it. What's dumb is that they're like...
No. That's already dumb.
No. But what's even extra dumb then is like... That means the kid, one of Rey's parents, was a Palpatine. And they're all like, your parents were meaningless. And it's like, no, one was a Palpatine. Like,
yeah. And like, did they grow up with Daddy Palpatine?
Yeah, like, exactly. Like, one of them was a Palpatine.
Where was his kid during the prequels?
Well, no, she's only like 20-ish, right?
Yeah, but... her parents would have... When would they have been born? During, like, the original sequel?
Basically during the OT, yeah. The original trilogy.
So where was his kid? Like, on a spaceship with a space nanny? Like, what's
basically.
going on? What is going on?
It's dumb, is what it is.
Okay, so it's really stupid.
Yeah. It would have been totally fine if they just went with the Rian Johnson thing, is that she's nobody.
Yeah.
She was just a child of some slavers or junkers, and the Force... chose her to be the champion. Fine.
And if you want to bring in Palpatine, like, maybe she just has the predisposition to the dark side. Fine, I don't care. Like I was saying in our episode Last Jedi, it would have been cooler to me if Rey did something and got all her friends killed and went to the dark side.
Right.
And Kylo Ren kind of levels her out.
Right.
If you want to keep that dynamic, if you want to involve Palpatine, that would have been a better story.
Well, or Snoke at the time.
Yes, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care.
Sure.
No, but I mean, like, if you want to keep everything that happened in The Last Jedi, and you open this movie with all of her friends dying, and it's her fault for whatever reason.
Right, which they bait and switch with the Chewbacca thing.
Yeah. The same idea, though, right? Yeah. But kill all of them. Get rid of all those B-plots.
Yeah.
Right? And then she's like, goes a little nuts, because she killed her friends.
Yeah.
Her only family. Palpatine picks up on her negative vibes, calls her over, she starts training. And Kylo Ren's in and out and sees her going to the dark side, and that makes him realize that there's some light in him, and he brings her back or whatever. And
they could use the same Leia angle or whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Leia
fine,
calls
I
out
don't give a shit. It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that was stupid, though.
Oh, yes.
Just on a side note.
I was actually shocked that she was in the movie. I thought they would have just started the movie with...
her dead?
She's dead, and we had to have a funeral or, some kind of thing.
Would have made more sense. But whatever. She's in the movie. And she dies using her Jedi powers.
To distract Kylo Ren.
They use their all... she uses them all up and dies to show her son that she's dying, because if she's dead, he's good? Was that it? Was that her plan? Or was she just trying to keep him from killing Rey?
I think that was it. Yeah, I was just trying to be like...
Being like...
don't kill Rey.
Dying! I don't understand Star Wars.
Yeah.
My storyline is better. Okay, so... anyways, I think that that's what should have happened.
Sure.
There was some okay, cool bits that I think I should mention.
Yeah.
One is the way that this Palpatine's house looked.
Yeah, what you talked about, yeah.
And the other was the fight scene on the Death Star. When they were outside and it was all...
The only thing I didn't like
oceany.
about that fight scene was the choreography. It was really bad.
Oh, yeah.
But the location and the visual was quite nice.
Yeah, I liked the visual of the angry ocean. I liked her, riding her little thing through, which apparently is hard, but everybody can do it.
Yeah, no, that was so funny, too. I was like, okay, Rey could do it. She's using the Force.
She's using the Force, that's fine.
But then, they just follow her.
Finn can do it, because apparently Finn can use the Force, too.
That's a thing, theory or whatever. But the funny thing is that they're using even that Death Star wreckage. Because the Death Star was annihilated.
Yeah, that's stupid. But whatever, I liked the look of it.
Sure.
I liked her exploring a crashed thing.
Yeah, which was a good callback to Force Awakens, of course.
I wish there was a longer scene with her dark version of herself. Would have been really cool. And I wish that they hadn't given her pointy teeth. That looked really dumb.
Sure. Well, and this was something I said to you, like, before you had seen the movie, was the classic show don't tell, and she just says, I had a vision where I was on the Sith throne, and I was like, could I have seen that? I would have liked to have seen that.
I would have loved to have
It probably would have been a good scene in this movie.
You know, it would have been cool if, like, she was fighting the dark version of herself.
Yes.
And they, like, reconciled because she accepts that that's part of her.
Yeah, or just, like, has some kind of, like, she previously injures herself or in some way, or, realizes she's on a weird path.
Yeah.
Some sort of character development.
Yeah.
Rather than it's, like, 2 seconds and she's out the door and then we don't see Dark Ray again. And I was like, oh, that could have been
That
cool.
would have been neat. Thanks, guys.
But anyway, things you liked, continue. So.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's stuff that I didn't hate, but those are the two things that I really liked with those visuals.
Yeah, like that, the Death Star wreckage as a location was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like I said, it doesn't make any sense, but I liked the look of it.
It was really weird that they got all those, like, pony things into space.
Yes.
Like, doesn't the atmosphere or gravity? No?
The whole thing with the horse thing was super dumb.
Yeah. It was super dumb.
Yeah, just the sheer fact that they're like, these spaceships can't leave because they don't know which way is up. It's like, you can look out a window, you can do a million different things. You can just keep going until eventually you're in space.
Yeah. Also, I like how Poe gets rewarded for losing all hope. Because he's like, oh no, we're not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Wop wop, I guess this was a failure all along and I'm dumb. And then Lando shows up and he's like, don't worry, I got your back.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't like, guys, keep going, we can do this.
Yeah,
it was like, no, fuck it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, and like I said, I didn't want to get all super nitpicky in my critique or / talk about it, but it's obviously there are many problems, many things. Here was something...
we got a Reylo kiss, though.
Yeah, oh my god.
I wanted that to happen.
Sure. Well, and here was something... I had this interesting thought where at the end, they sacrifice, blah, 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 and if Rey was dead, and then Kylo Ren would have to move on in the universe he destroyed / created, that he would like, oh man, I'm gonna have to fix things. I thought that would have been a very interesting ending.
Yeah, because...
versus the one we got. Not saying it was like not satisfying because it was an ending.
Oh, I thought of another thing I liked.
Okay.
Adam Driver is a very good actor.
He's great.
Yeah.
He was super solid throughout the whole trilogy.
You know, I didn't realize... Like, I thought that he was, like, force projecting, astral projection again when she was on the Death Star. I didn't realize.
Right.
Until I think she, like...
Stabs him.
Took his spaceship. That he was actually there.
Oh, yeah. That would have been a neat trick.
Yeah.
Again, so some lost opportunities there. No, you are correct. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think? I thought that would have been an interesting ending. That she does die.
Oh,
he
like, should have died.
No,
she should have died.
Yeah,
too.
and then he lives, and he's like, oh man, and I gotta fix this.
Yeah, I gotta convince these people that I'm not the bad guy anymore.
Yeah, exactly. That's stuff out of it.
Or, you know what else? Because they had built it up that, like, oh, the two, they work together, their powers feed off each other, like, once every...
A dyad or something like that, they bring that up.
So maybe if they had, like, taken on Palpatine together instead of it just being her, that would have been kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like, it takes two.
Yeah,
to make a thing go right.
But it's also like Palpatine isn't that kind of like Darth Maul-esque villain that he can fight them hand to hand in a sense, you know?
Yeah, but like their force powers combined, right? Like would have defeated him. But it's just her because she's got every Jedi inside of her.
Yeah. Yeah, do you like the I am Iron Man moment?
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
No, fair enough. Yeah, basically. But here was what was funny to me. Okay. So this movie was directed by J.J. Abrams, of course, but it was written by J.J. and another individual by the name of Chris Terrio. And here's some weird credits this guy has written. So he wrote Argo, the screenplay.
Okay.
Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. And Justice League.
cool.
So you can see where this movie has its issues coming from.
Yeah. It comes from a lot of places.
Sure.
If, like, you know what, I would have been so much less mad at it if, like, they had not included all the time Finn being like, I have something to tell you. That really, really bothered me.
Well, and that's what was really shocking.
That bothered me the most, aside from the dead can talk exclamation point.
Yeah, that was really what was shocking to me, was this is like, okay, it's the final movie in the trilogy. Like, there's no kind of room anymore to introduce a bunch of stuff, and yet they just introduce a bunch of stuff.
Oh my god,
and it was like, no, just streamline the story and bring it to the end. That's all you needed to do. Like, even the whole, okay, and then maybe I'm heartless on this, but I didn't give a crap when C-3PO was all like, oh, I'm gonna sacrifice myself.
Oh yeah, I didn't give a shit either.
You
like,
don't just erase that droid. I don't care.
You guys can do that?
But then it doesn't even matter.
Can you mute him too?
R2-D2 is backed up his memory, and I was like, that defeats the whole purpose. Chewbacca doesn't die when he should have died. It was like...
Yeah.
The whole movie was just misdirects of death. And it was like, what's the point of that?
There's no point.
Yeah. But yeah, like, so it was really shocking to me when they're just like...
Do you know what I felt was really pointless?
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
Okay.
When Rey goes back to Luke's farm.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that in the movie? And then she's like, I'm Rey. Oh, hey guys. Skywalker.
Oh, you mean at the end?
Yeah. No, that shouldn't have been in there.
Yeah.
I don't care that she got her new lightsaber. This is all stupid. I hate it.
Yeah, I
hate Star Wars and I hate movies.
very well ended before that. Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you though.
No, I was just I was just saying that it was crazy to me that I was like, why are you introducing all this stuff in this final movie? Like, you should just be like, okay, you introduced the Emperor's back. That's your one thing you're introducing.
Great.
Do it.
Yeah.
No, this, and they're going here, and then introducing Carrie Russell, and then the coin, and then there's a spy, and then there's this.
Who's Carrie Russell?
She was the bounty hunter-ish woman.
Oh, that didn't have a face.
Didn't have her face, yeah, that's right.
That Poe kept trying to kiss?
Yeah, well, and even the fact that, like, Poe maybe was a smuggler in the past, it doesn't make any sense when it's like... He was like in the Alliance military, like... That's fine.
Yeah, it was all stupid.
Like, he's a hotshot pilot.
Oh, they want to give him
the Han Solo background. Like,
bad
why?
boy background.
Yeah, like, why is he suddenly Han Solo? One thing I said about him was that...
Because Han Solo's dead.
Yeah, that's fair. His outfit was distracting. He looks like Nathan Drake from Uncharted. Every time he was on screen, I was like, why is he dressed like he's in Uncharted?
You know, I did feel like they were trying to make him look more like Han Solo.
Yeah.
Or Indiana Jones.
Sure.
Did you appreciate the Harrison Ford cameo?
Yeah, that actually really surprised me.
Yeah.
I thought for sure when he was going to turn around, it was going to be Luke.
Yeah.
And then it was Harrison Ford, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, that was all right.
Even though he's like, oh, I'm your memory or whatever, and I was like, oh, that was
whatever.
I appreciate it because it was for sure. I thought it was going to be Luke.
It was an emotional scene.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that was cool.
Yeah. Throws his lightsaber into the ocean.
Yeah, real smart. I need that later.
No. He knows that Rey has two for some reason.
Yeah.
And she can force astral project past it to him
he's
about to fight 6 dudes really easily.
Yeah. I didn't mind them still being able to communicate with each other, but
I thought that was fine.
Them teleporting things to each other, I was like, that's a little...
Silly?
It's a little off.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if he like, pulled the necklace and then it was like... Because it would be like almost like a memory. He would see it briefly and then it would vanish.
That would make more sense.
And I was like, oh, okay. But this is just like, I got this necklace. And I was like, how? How did you get a necklace across the universe?
How did you get a necklace and you're able to, like, analyze it now? Find out where she is.
Yeah, it's like, it should have been like the dice or whatever that Luke did. It's just projection.
Yeah. Also, so the dudes he fights at the end, those are the Knights of Ren?
Yes.
Aren't they supposed to be his buddies?
Yeah, but he's turned to the light side now.
But, like, how come they've never been in the movie except in a flashback until now?
Well, that was one of those things that Rian Johnson didn't want to use, and then J.J. Abrams decided to bring back.
I see. Because you know what? That would have been cool in the second movie if he had Knights of Ren running around and fucking shit up.
Yes, it would have been.
You know what would have been cool? If they were loyal to him, because they're the Knights of Ren and he's Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Instead of being
dark side / evil.
Just generic henchmen.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about Star Wars anymore. It makes me sad.
Yeah, that's one of the things as a longtime fan that I was like, wow, this was...
It's very rare for me to leave a movie wondering if I still like movies. It was a strange feeling.
Well, that's fair. I think, just like I was saying, it was just obviously not well thought out, which is very odd.
Do you know what was really frustrating?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't like going to see a movie that you walk out of because it's so shitty.
Yeah.
It's high production, it looks good, there's good actors, there's interesting characters, and then it still makes you just hate life when you watch it.
Well, and I think it's one of those things we've talked a lot about, that it's like, it really does come down to the writing.
Yeah.
Shockingly.
It really does.
Because it's, like you said, it was just mediocre, or it's just like while you're watching it, because like you said, there's no time to like think about something that you're like, wait, that doesn't kind of make any sense, and then they're already... I
guess it's the writing and the editing.
Yeah, sure.
There might have been scenes cut for time or something.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely. But then it's also odd because it's like what's all in the movie that it was like, wait, you cut other things, and like, because this is a pretty long... It was like longer than I was expecting.
Yeah.
And it seems bloated because there's extra stuff, and it's just like, why wasn't this cut out? And
yeah, why did you have Finn keep teasing that he's going to say something that he never says?
Yeah, why is there a horse charge on top of a battleship at the end of the thing?
Yeah, why is that a thing?
Yeah, when they're like, oh, this tower, we're going to have to attack it from the ground, and it's like, you have aerial vehicles that have bombs and space lasers, and you can just swoop down, shoot it, and you win the day on that front. No, we're gonna have to do a horse charge. That doesn't make any sense.
Also, why is Finn like, I'm gonna sacrifice myself again, and then people keep cock-blocking him from doing it?
Keep stopping him doing it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, would you recommend people go see it?
I think I gave it a very, very mediocre recommendation on my brief
I feel like you should see it if you're a completionist and you haven't seen it yet, but you've seen all the other movies.
Sure. It's one way to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really too bad because it's one of those things where I think I said it before, where it's like half of it's good.
Yeah.
And it has to half. It's like half you have to extract and then put together in your mind, because then it makes a cohesive narrative.
You just need to make a fan edit, I guess.
Yeah.
I also would recommend it if you're a Raylo stan. For that one 30-second scene. Less than 30 seconds, 10 seconds.
Sure.
But otherwise, I would... There's other movies that exist. Go see Cats, I guess. Go be disappointed but entertained.
Would you be entertained, though?
Yeah, well, I think Disturbed.
Yeah, this movie will not disturb you like the other movie will.
It's a different kind of Disturbed.
Yeah, basically.
I guess I'm gonna wrap it up then.
Well, it's up to you. Like I said, I've already kind of talked a lot about it.
That's all I wanted to say.
If you have some more thoughts.
Was that I hate it. I hate everything, and I'm never watching another movie again.
Yeah, well, and this was something I brought up, and it's like, okay, so the main people running LucasArts, like Kathleen Kennedy and them kind of thing, like, it was like, they don't have to compete with anyone, and it's like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's like, I agree. An interesting thought and idea was like, why didn't they just shoot 3 movies back to back, Lord of the Rings style?
Yes!
Yeah, which
that's
I
something
was like,
I wanted to bring up.
That would have been so much better.
They could have been the exact same movies, but released one right after the other, and I would have liked it more. But now I'm so fucking over Star Wars. Yeah. I had to watch Han Solo's stupid movie. I had to watch Rogue One. Yeah. I had to watch The Mandalorian, even though I didn't, but like I could have. Like, I'm so over Star Wars because it's just, there's just a lot and it's not good.
Yeah, it's just been dragged out and... Yeah, not executed well, that you're like, I don't want to see another one when you keep screwing it up.
I was so excited for Force Awakens.
Yeah.
And I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
And that hype would have lasted 3 years.
Versus
but
the 6.
Does not last 6.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was a really interesting idea. And like I was saying, like, they don't compete with anyone. There is literally only one Star Wars.
I know.
And it was like... it's all in your hands. And obviously, like, this movie has made a ton of money. Don't get me wrong. Like, I think it passed $1 billion earlier in the week.
Yeah, good for it.
good for it. But it's like,
but
it's not going to be a continual, like, people don't like it. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, they had like a golden ticket and they squandered it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
And then that's what I was saying. It was like, just from a business standpoint, like, what are these people, what is their thought process? What are they doing? Like, I think it's just like they didn't
Are they going to make more?
The IP. Apparently there is still potentially... The Rian Johnson one may or may not be happening, and now there's new rumors of a Taika Waititi Star Wars project.
Oh, I'd watch that, though.
Sure. And he directed a couple episodes for, I think, or at least the last one from The Mandalorian. It was quite good. So...
But I really liked Thor Ragnarok, so I feel like he could do a good Star Wars.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. So
but it would be... I bet you it would be like a much smaller Star Wars story if Taika Waititi had, like do whatever he wanted.
Well, and I think they sort of realized... Again, they made a ton of money, but it was just kind of like, they were like, okay, look, we screwed it up.
Yeah.
We got to restart and do it right. Which was weird because it was like, you don't compete with anyone. You could have just done it right the first time.
Yeah.
You were under no pressure.
They're never going to do a Knights of the Old Republic, are they?
I don't know. Probably not. I mean, they may do something like a Disney Plus type show or an animated thing.
That would be cool.
Yeah. I mean, Mandalorian was so far quite successful. They've announced a second season, so...
Baby Yoda.
Yeah. So they could do something like that.
Yeah. All right, I'm wrapping it up. I'm done talking about Star Wars.
Sorry. I continued this on here.
So, if you want to follow us, we're on social media at Tome of Uselessness or something similar to that. Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
Sure.
We also have a website, which is tomeofuselessness.com. We have an email, which is tomeofuselessness@gmail.com if you want to yell at us about our opinions on Star Wars.
I think most people are in consensus on this one.
Yeah, if you want to agree with us aggressively, if you want to tell us your Star Wars ships. And then other than that, goodbye.
Thanks for listening.